Hello friends, I'm back with my next video. In my last video we had completed IDD question and answers of chapter 2 of ICAI Study Mat. In this video we'll do question and answers of chapter 3, that is charge of GST. I guess in my last video I haven't said that the PDF link is in the description. So if you have not yet visited the link, kindly check it out in my last video, and I've also provided the PDF link of chapter 3 in the description box of this video. So let's start off the video now. So see the illustration. So it's given here, taxpayer Tolaram is a manufacturer having one unit A1 in UP and another unit A2 in MP. Total turnover of two units in the last financial year was 115 lakhs, 85 lakhs plus 30 lakhs. Okay, 85 lakhs of in A1 and 30 lakhs in A2. Turnover of unit A1 and A2 in the first quarter of this financial year was 5 lakhs and 10 lakhs respectively. Compute the amount payable under composition levy by taxpayer Tolaram. Okay, in this case applicable turnover is let's recap the provision once, then we'll move to the answer. In this case applicable turnover is 1.5 crores. So as per the provision, if aggregate turnover is up to 1.5 crore in preceding financial year, then the taxable person can opt for composition levy. Now what are the rates of composite tax? For manufacturer, rate is 1% of the turnover in the state or union territory. For restaurant service supplier, it's 5% of the turnover in state or union territory. For other supplier, it's 1% of the turnover of taxable supplies of goods and services in state or union territory. So in this case applicable turnover is 1.5 crores. Okay, now see the answer. Unit A1 location is UP, turnover in previous year is 85, turnover in first quarter of this financial year is 5 lakhs. So total tax comes to 5,000, that is 5 lakhs into 1 person. As Tolaram is a manufacturer, so rate applicable is 1%, so 5 lakhs into 1%, that is 5,000. Then A2 unit location is MP, turnover in previous year is 30 lakhs, turnover in first quarter of this financial year is 10 lakhs. So taxes 10 lakhs into 1%, that is 10,000. Aggregate turnover of Tolaram of both units A1 A2, so aggregate turnover comes to 115 lakhs, and turnover in first quarter, aggregate turnover in the first quarter is 15 lakhs. This 15 lakhs is of no use. So see this one, we will check this turnover 115 lakhs, as the turnover in previous year is 115 lakhs, that is less than 1.5 crores. So Tolaram is eligible for composition levy, that's why we have calculated composition tax. Okay, now let's do the second question. Now this test your knowledge. Question number 1, state person liable to pay GST in the following independent cases, provided recipient is located in the taxable territory. So ABC 3 cases are given here. These are the notified reverse charge cases. Okay, let's see the first case. Service provided by an arbitral tribunal to any business entity. So when arbitral tribunal provides any service to business entity located in taxable territory, then in reverse charge business entity will pay GST. Okay, let's see the answer. Since GST on services provided or agreed to be provided by an arbitral tribunal to any business entity located in a taxable territory is payable under reverse charge, in the given case GST is payable by recipient, that is business entity. Okay. Second case, that is 1B. Sponsorship services provided by a company to an individual. So the provision says that when sponsorship services are provided by any person to body corporate or partnership firm located in the taxable territory, then RCM applies. Okay. The answer, in this case sponsorship services are provided by company to an individual. Okay, see the answer. GST on sponsorship services provided by any person to any body corporate or partnership firm located in the taxable territory is payable under reverse charge. Since in the given case services have been provided to an individual, and not to corporate, body corporate or partnership firm. So reverse charge provisions will not be attracted. GST is payable under forward charge by the supplier company. Okay. Now third case. Renting of immovable property service provided, renting of immovable property service provided by central government to a registered business entity. So in this case RCM will apply, means registered business entity will pay in this case. Suppose in case of registered entity, if renting services was supplied by CG to unregistered entity, then forward charge would have been applicable. See the answer. GST on services supplied by central government, state government, union territory, local authority by way of renting of immovable property to a person registered under CGST Act 2017 is payable under reverse charge. Therefore, in the given case, GST is payable under reverse charge by the recipient, that is registered business entity. Okay. Reverse charge is applicable in this case. So we are done with question 1. Now move to question number 2. A person availing composition scheme in Haryana during a financial year crosses the turnover of 1.5 crores during the course of the year, that is, he crosses the turnover of 1.5 crores in December. Will he be allowed to pay tax under composition scheme for the remainder of the year, that is till 31st March? What is the answer? Answer is no. As per the provision, option to pay tax lapses from the day the aggregate turnover exceeds the specified limit. Okay, this is the reason why I said no. So see the answer. The option to pay tax under composition scheme lapses from the day on which the aggregate turnover of the person availing composition scheme during the financial year exceeds specified limit, that is 1.5 crore. Okay, from the day the limit crosses the specified limit, then the composition scheme lapses. Means option to pay tax under composition scheme lapses. So once he crosses the threshold, he is required to file an intimation for withdrawal from the scheme in prescribed form within 7 days of the occurrence of such event. Every person who has furnished such an intimation may electronically furnish at the common portal a statement in prescribed form containing details of stock of inputs and inputs contained in semi-finished or finished goods held in stock by him on the date on which the option is withdrawn within a period of 30 days from the date on which the option is withdrawn. Okay, simple. Now see question number 3. Determine whether the supplier in the following cases are eligible for composition levy provided their turnover in the preceding year doesn't exceed 1.5 crores. So question number 3.1. Mohan Enterprises is engaged in trading of pan masala in Rajasthan and is registered in the same state. Now in this question you need to read the question. This question, it's very critical. If you don't read it properly, you need to read the question slowly and twice. Don't just rush to answer by saying just pan masala. It is stated in the question that Mohan Enterprises is engaged in trading, TRADING, trading of pan masala and not manufacturing. So manufacturer of pan masala is not eligible to offer composition levy, but trader of pan masala is eligible for the scheme. And in case of Rajasthan, applicable turnover limit is up to 1.5 crores. Now let's see the answer. 3.1. A supplier engaged in manufacture of goods as notified under section 10 subsection 2 clause E during the preceding financial year is not eligible for composition scheme. Ice cream and other edible ice, whether or not containing cocoa, pan masala and tobacco and manufactured tobacco substitutes are hereby notified. However, in the given case, since Mohan Enterprises is engaged in trading of pan masala and not manufacture, and his turnover doesn't exceed 1.5 crores, he is eligible for composition scheme subject to fulfillment of specified conditions. Clear? Now question number 3.2. Sugam Manufacturers has registered offices in Punjab and Haryana and supplies goods in neighbouring countries. As we all know that in case of composition, interstate outward supply of goods is prohibited. So, answer is, since supplier of interstate outward supplies of goods is not eligible for composition levy, Sugam Manufacturers is not eligible for composition levy. Okay. Now, the last question, that is question number 4. Question number 4 is, Subramanian Enterprises has 2 registered places of business in Delhi. Its aggregate turnover for the preceding year for both the places of business was 120 lakhs. It wishes to pay tax under composition levy for one of the place of business in the current year, while under normal levy for other. You are required to advise Subramanian Enterprises whether he can do so. So, as per the provision, if the registered person or for composition scheme for one place of business, then for other places of business also he has to offer composition scheme only. Means either offer composition levy for all places of business or normal levy for all places of business. Now see the answer. A registered person with an aggregate turnover in preceding financial year up to 1.5 crores is eligible for composition levy in Delhi. Since the aggregate turnover of Subramanian Enterprises doesn't exceed 1.5 crores, it is eligible for composition levy in the current year. However, all registered persons having the same permanent account number have to opt for composition scheme. If one such registered person opts for normal scheme, other person ineligible for composition scheme. Thus, Subramanian Enterprises either have to offer composition levy for both the places of business or under normal levy for both the places of business. So, all questions very simple. So, this completes our chapter 3. Okay, see you in my next videos. Hope you guys are taking full advantage of this unexpected cancellation of exams. Guys, November is not too far, so keep studying. Kindly give your feedback on my videos and do share with your friends and subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for latest updates. If you want me to cover any specific topic or any specific chapter, then please do let me know in the comment section. Bye bye, take care, stay healthy, stay happy, be a real human being and spread love. Bye bye.